All right, y'all. This is Big Rich. I'm with Pure Mind. That's hashtag Pure Mind. You definitely got to think. You got to think about, everything that you do in life. You definitely got to think in these times that we're living in. We just had a Supreme Court rule 5-4 in favor of gutting the voting rights for black people, basically allowing all the southern states to redraw their maps and redraw all the black people out of their state. So the black people will not be able to, they'll be able to vote, but it won't mean anything. And that's the way they've been wanting it since it got changed in the 60s. When we passed the Voting Rights Act, where we finally gave a representative of the people that we represent a chance to represent us in Congress, they're stripping that. And it's all because of this vote right here. 5 conservatives and 4 that did not go along with it. So this is white people's civil rights moment. Either you're going to fight for our rights, or one day what's going to happen is they're coming after you next. So you think that they've been trying to attack us on this front when they started with the voter ID laws. That was, 15, almost 20 years ago they started that. But they knew that if they can make you produce a driver's license, that you wouldn't have most people, and they were looking at percentages. They said, well, 10% is not going to go get that driver's license. So if they don't have a driver's license, then they can't vote. They started that damn near 15 years ago. And guess what? They ended up getting it in all 20 states, southern states. They implemented that voter ID stuff. And it was all about voter suppression because they knew that in order for you to get that license, you would have to pay for it. So it's the same thing back in the day. A lot of the reason why people wouldn't vote because they wouldn't pay. They used to make you pay to vote. Now it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Not only do you make sure you have to have driver license because they'll say, oh, well, you have to have driver license to get on the airplane. Yeah, that's true. I say, but if a person been voting the same way without a driver license for the last 20 years or 30 years, he ain't changed, ain't nothing changed. But the only thing that changed was the laws that tried to prevent them from voting. Now, inside the big, beautiful bill, they got a thing called your wife's name. It's got to match what's on her driver license. So if she changed her name to her husband's last name, guess what? She can't vote now. You see, this is a slippery slope for y'all women too. Y'all think it's just about black people. Man, they're coming after everybody, okay? And you don't see it, and you got all these conservative judges, they went back, they lied when they was getting confirmed. They said they weren't going to change things that was present, but they did. They already changed the abortion. They changed everything. Now they're gutting the voting rights. Next is going to be interracial dating. They've already hinted on they're going to get rid of you being able to marry whoever you want to in this country. They're taking it back to the 40s and 50s. And if you can't see that, you is blind as I don't know what. You know what I mean? You voted for Trump. You didn't get what you thought you wanted. Because remember, Trump was broke. He was broke when he got in office, right? Because he couldn't even pay that little $500 million fraud thing he had in New York. He couldn't even pay it, right? But now he's up $3 billion within a year. Just do the math. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why all these tariffs, these are all things that you should never allow a real estate guy to be in charge of, because real estate make money when the economy crashes and when the economy's doing good. But they love it for the crash the economy so they can buy it up for dirt cheap. And you put a guy like that in office, okay, who has a history of screwing people over 3,000 lawsuits. And you have your white civil rights movement going on right now. And it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You think they're just gonna come after us, and then they're gonna come after you and all y'all people that vote with the white people, because you think that well, I'd rather side with white people. Well, just think about it like this. What's gonna happen when they get done neutralizing us? You think they're just gonna let you just keep coming here doing what they don't want you here either. They don't want you here either. And as far as the Indian people, guess what? Yeah, they kind of like you because you kind of you like to kiss ass or whatever. But guess what? You're still too dark to be a part of their society. You are too black. You damn some of y'all damn near blacker than me. You know what I mean? So as far as all that, you might as well just understand that they told the Latino people that they're only going to come after the illegal people and all the people that's the criminals. But guess what? They're going after everybody. If you here illegally, they're removing you from this country. Yeah, just like the Cubans, man. The Cubans thought that they could vote for Trump or vote for the Republicans and that they wasn't going to never come after him. Well, they just got deported. Well, a lot of them getting deported. You know what I'm saying? Not just them, but the Haitians and the Jamaicans down there in Florida. See, and all I'm saying is that, the white people that's in this country, if you don't understand what's going on, you're not Aryan enough to even mess with Trump. Trump is about blonde hair and blue eyes. If you ain't got blonde hair and blue eyes, I don't care if you're white. That doesn't matter to him. He will still use you like they did in Ireland and all the rest of those countries. Italy, they'll use you. But you're still not Aryan enough. You're still not white enough to be associated with that class. And he's above the other class because he really represents the class of the billionaires. And I don't even know why a lot of y'all who ain't making real money, if you're making $300,000 a year or even $600,000 a year, you're still too broke to be voting Republican. Okay? Even if you're making $1 million a year, that's still not a lot of money. That's only $600,000 a year. That ain't no fucking money. The government gonna take 3 or 400,000 of that. That's at 52%. More, maybe even more than that. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on how you do your taxes. But the thing about it is that you're still too broke. Now, if you're 10 million, he'll give you a chair. If you got 100 million, you'll be part of his group. If you got $1 billion, he'll put you on a plane and fly you to China. Okay? That's exactly what he just did. He sent 16 of the wealthiest members of our society, Elon Musk and Amazon and, Oracle, all these guys, he flew them to China for a meeting. Now, what on earth does those people have even the right to even be on that plane? But that's what I'm talking about. This is what y'all voted for, and you're going to get what you get. But subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget, you need to vote. We need to vote these people out at record numbers in the midterm. And that's Big Rich. Hey, love you. I'm out.